Okay, I'd like to call to order this special meeting of the IDA. Jasmine, would you please take a roll call for attendance?
Tim Dean.
Here.
Mark Doyle.
Here.
Kathy Bauer. Amy Bonaderi.
Here.
Jim Picone.
Here.
Al Torjani.
Okay, just to confirm, we have a quorum of 4 members. Al Torjani has a conflict of interest, and so he is recused from the meeting for this discussion, and we will bring him back after that takes place. And Sarah, the reason for his conflict?
He doesn't have a technical conflict, but out of abundance of caution, because he is the town supervisor, and the one of the taxing jurisdictions being affected is the Hyde Park School District.
Thank you. Okay, proof of meeting notice posted?
Yes.
Okay, any bills and communications?
No.
Okay, do we have minutes to approve?
Nope.
Nope,
Special
okay.
meeting.
We don't have a report of the treasurer, special meeting, no reports of committees, no unfinished business. So before us for new business is consideration and approval of a resolution concerning Violet Estates owner, LLC. We have Matthew Earl and Lou Reynolds from Violet Estates with us. Sarah, is there anybody else that you would like to acknowledge?
No, and I saw Matthew earlier. Matthew, are you on the call?
Yes, I'm here. I apologize. I'm on a job site right now, so there might be some background noise, but I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Adam Triglia is also on from the Violet Estates team.
Okay.
Is there anybody else that we need to acknowledge with regards to this matter?
Matthew, is it just you and Adam? Is Lou also on the call, or just? Matthew?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not allowed to unmute myself. So Lou unfortunately has a prior engagement that he's not gonna be able to join, so it's just Adam and I.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to let you kick off the reason for the special meeting.
Yep, so Violet Estates is in front of the board this morning. They are seeking permanent financing for their project, Violet Estates, located on Violet Avenue in the town of Poughkeepsie. And they are seeking permanent financing through Fannie Mae. And Fannie Mae requires certain amendments to our agreements that will require, and as therefore requires board approval for those changes. In addition, it came to our attention that the pilot formula for the school is incorrectly portrayed in the project agreement, so we want to correct that with this during the same meeting as well.
Okay, so do you want to talk about the amendments that were needed by the?
By Fannie Mae?
Fannie
Yes,
Mae.
actually, I'm going to allow Liz to do that.
Okay,
I can touch on that. You might be familiar just because we've seen some of these before on other projects. Fannie Mae requires language authorizing the assignment to a potential third party. We narrow it down so that it's a related party to Fannie Mae, but essentially in the event of borrower's default, the lender or a related party to the lender wants to be able to step in and take over the lease, cure the default, and have the benefit of the lease agreement in the event of that default. So our original lease agreement doesn't contemplate that, so we would require board authorization for those terms to be in the mortgage.
just curious, is that something that would be commonly sought in most arrangements? I mean, is there a reason why we don't put that language in? Is it better not to have it in unless it's asked for?
So the particular issue is that what the banks usually ask for is that we be authorizing upfront for them to assign it to any third party.
Mm-hmm.
And our view is that that's not permissible. It wouldn't be enforceable to have to authorize upfront without knowing who that party is.
Sure.
Or without any approvals. But there is the authorization to the lender themselves. That is already contemplated in our
Okay.
lease agreement. It's just when they want to bring in these related entities to allow them to come in and have the benefit of this agreement.
Okay, and you don't find any issue with this request for this change?
We've done it before.
Okay. And then do you want to talk about the pilot?
So yeah, so the pilot is, if you remember, Violet Estates has a bifurcated pilot. So the pilot, as it relates to the town of Poughkeepsie, is our standard 10-year pilot. But for the school district, it's a 15-year pilot. So what had come to our attention was the formula for the school was incorrect. So we just want to correct that formula.
Okay.
What was it incorrect for?
So
Years or dollars or?
for dollars. So the percentages were incorrect.
The reduction of percentage.
The reduction in percentages.
The original set that were proposed versus those that were finally agreed on. So we
Yeah.
just want to make sure that the finally agreed upon ones are being used.
And there hasn't been any initial collection of any pilots yet because the project is,
No, so it did start with the school pilot last year. That's how when we looked at the pilot, we're like, and that came to our attention last year. So
and there's no issues, the school understands.
the school understands, the Violet Estates, we're all on the same page that this was an incorrect formula,
So was the first payment incorrect? Or is
So,
everybody?
so the first payment was made correctly based on the incorrect pilot.
Okay.
But with this disbursement, they will be paying the balance of what is owed to the school district.
Oh, so there wasn't.
So,
Any other questions from board members? Okay, Sarah. Oh, Jamie, go ahead.
Well, so this is a permanent financing from their construction loan?
Asking
yeah.
That
Matthew?
would be Matthew.
Matt,
Yes, that's correct. So this is our, that's correct. We're financing out of our construction loan into a permanent debt from Fannie Mae, correct?
And the amount is 20,440,000. Correct?
Actually, that is, the amount of the loan ended up getting reduced due to the change in pilot formula. So the final amount of the loan is 19.3 million.
And the original cost, I think we saw, was 18 million for this project, Sarah? Okay, so now, one of the questions we have on the board is that there's been a series of reported liens to the tune of about 1.6 million. Is that correct? Is that possible?
I don't have the exact number of figures in front of me, but there have been liens placed on the property that have been bonded over and are in dispute from our construction council.
And how is that going to be settled? Are you going to fulfill the liens? Is this going to drag out in litigation? I know in looking at the labor that you did an outstanding job using local labor, but on the flip side, the local labor has anywhere between $1.5 and $2 million in outstanding liens that, we'd like to have settled and rectified.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's certainly not $2 million. I could tell you that much, but it's there are ongoing disputes, as is common in construction projects when there's this disagreement on what is the final balance owed. That's kind of the situation here. We will be resolving all of these in an amicable manner. So it's our intention to utilize our whatever proceeds are available to us at the end of this process from the refinance to process that resolution. So
So then there are some excess funds to pay off these liens in good faith.
Yeah, there will be some. I can't tell you at this time exactly how much that is, but we are working diligently and cooperatively with all of these vendors, and it is our intention to come to a resolution with all of them and acting in good faith. Absolutely.
So did I hear that all the liens are bonded at the present time while they're in dispute?
Matt,
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
are there going to be more disputes or liens filed?
No, at this time, the time period for filing those type of actions has passed. So and just to be fully candid, there are no other vendors that would be in dispute. So no.
So council, does that affect us at all, or?
No, it doesn't affect us. The problem, as you know, is you're encouraging people to use a local labor force. And then if the local labor force is slow rolled on getting their payments, it just puts pressure on them. It's the exact opposite of what the intention is here. So we're looking to make sure that there's a good faith attempt for you to promptly and resolve these matters and not to string it along and have your superior position used against smaller local labor force. That's that simple. You're making that commitment to the board?
So Matt, that's what we would like to know, the commitment that you're going to make to make whole on these liens.
Yeah, I understand. I don't have the ability to unmute myself. I apologize.
Okay.
So I just like to kind of comment on this notion of a superior position. I don't believe that we are in a superior position, to be fully candid. This project has been incredibly difficult. We had to refinance our construction loan, as you recall, because the project was running out of money midstream because of the rising costs of construction, because of labor shortages, because of material shortages, because of the time it took to construct. And beyond, and I'm sure you guys have seen in the news about all of these construction projects failing and just not being completed. So, the fact that we finished this at all is, kind of, I don't want to say a miracle, but we kind of pulled a rabbit out of a hat here. And the fact that we now are doing everything that we can to get out of a construction loan with a double-digit interest rate, that's been frankly crushing the property. And we're not in a superior position. And, we just lost $1 million of proceeds. So I just want to say we're really not in a superior position here. We're in a position that we are absolutely going to be working in good faith to resolve all of our disputes, all of our ongoing billing disputes, 100%. We're going to be in this community for a long time. We plan on being here for a long time. We have another project in Dutchess County that we're continuing to operate. We want to do more projects in Dutchess County. It doesn't behoove us to spurn local vendors. That's the last thing we want to do. And we don't want to be on the bad side of the IDA, the town of Poughkeepsie, Dutchess County, or any of the local vendors. That is the last place that we really want to find ourselves. So absolutely, we will be doing everything in our best efforts to resolve this in good faith and in a timely manner. No one wants to get this resolved quicker than us, believe us. So that I give you our commitment to resolve it quickly and amicably and as in the best good faith as possible.
What's the term sheet with Fannie Mae? What is the interest rate?
I believe we are in the 6s, and if you could unmute Adam Triglia, he's the 551 number. He might have a better. I apologize, I'm not in front of my desk.
That's fine. I was just wondering if it was better than that going through Fannie Mae. And are you 100% occupied?
Essentially, I think we're high 90s right now. We've maintained very high occupancy. Our tenants really love it at the property. We've got a great local management company. We've signed a really great local businesses to our retail spaces. That also is going to be completed once we've that's what a portion of these proceeds has to go to building out these retail spaces so that these local businesses can open. And that's going to really turn the whole street facing portion of the property into another type of project. So really excited about that. And yes, so the property's doing really well. Thank you.
Okay. That's all I have.
Any other questions? Okay, would somebody be willing to make a motion for this resolution?
I'll make a motion to.
Okay, Mark, thank you. Would anybody be
I'll
willing?
second.
Jamie has seconded. Jasmine, would you please take a roll call vote on this?
Sure. Jamie Pacone,
Approved.
Amy Bondieri,
Approve.
Mark Doyle,
Approved.
Tim Dean.
Approved. Okay, Adam and Lou, thank you. And let's get this thing all settled down.
I muted
You're on
myself
mute
again.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we're looking forward to continuing to work together into the future and on this project and hopefully others. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay, all right. Is there any other matter that we need to discuss? Okay, this meeting is adjourned and thank you.